Hey guys, today I'm doing a video on a more in-depth tutorial on a certain style that I do on my Instagram page. It's the Hypebeast, like just Hypebeast art, I guess. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just get Instagram up. One sec. Like, that's not Hypebeast, but stuff like this, where they wear streetwear brands, like cartoon characters mixed with streetwear brands. So Phineas is wearing like Vans, Bape, Supreme, that kind of stuff. Like this, like Vans, ripped jeans, Bape, off-white Nikes, off-white Rick. Like just mixing characters with streetwear and hypebeast clothing. A lot of you want to know how to actually do that, and it's really simple, so I'm just going to show you today, and it's been requested a lot, so I figured making this video can help a lot of you. So if you watch my last video on how I make art, you'll know what program I use and what brush and stuff, so you should already have that. If not, then this is Paint Tool Sci. I'll put a link for the download to download it in the description, and I use this brush, the sketch brush. Here's all the settings for it. If you want to just pause the video and copy the settings, it's absolutely fine. It looks like this. Let me show you. It looks like that. It's kind of got like a rough pencil look for when like you shade, and I use the S4 stabilizer. That's pretty much all the stuff that I use. So if you want to make Hypebeast art, I guess, with cartoon characters, your favourite cartoon characters, then it's simple. You just have to either think of a cartoon character, so like Finn off Adventure Time. That's just me. You can literally do anything you want. So you have to like sketch out what they'll be doing and stuff. So if you have trouble like imagining stuff, and you have trouble with proportion and like how big a certain part of the body should be, it's okay to get a reference off the internet. You don't have to be scared to get a reference off the internet. It's fine. Like, if it helps, then it helps. So if we type in Finn the human and go on images, there's loads of different stances that you can choose from. Like that one, that would be cool, or this one, or that, just any one you can choose, just to get the proportion of Finn, so you don't like have him with a bigger arm and a bigger leg and a small head kind of thing, just in case you're not that good at proportion. So I'm just going to use one just so you can go along with it, just so you can, you know, get proportion right. So we'll just pick, let's just pick a random one, just a simple one. Pick, there was quite a cool one that I just saw somewhere here. Okay, I'm just going to pick this because this is quite cool. So copy the image and Control V to paste it, or you can just, I don't know how else you would paste it, I'm just used to doing that. Make the image however you want it, size wise, just make it big or small, whatever floats your boat, and lower the opacity so you can see your lines, and then put this layer, your sketch layer, over that layer so the lines will go over it like that. So once you've got this, you've got your character, you literally just go over it. If you have a sketch that you've made up yourself, then go by that, obviously, but as you can see, I've got a picture here, so I'm just going to go over that. When it comes to making like Hypebeast clothes, if they wear sweatshirt or a hoodie and it's like a bit thicker and you want it to look a bit thicker, as you can see, like this is quite tight on his arms. That's just the way the style is though in the cartoon. If you want to make it look like he's wearing like a bigger oversized looking sweatshirt like I seem to do on quite a lot of my stuff, all you have to do is try and make your line parallel to that line, kind of just make it like a bit bigger so it looks like how you want it to look, kind of thing. See, I'm going for like a sweater look because I like doing that, and there's quite a lot of streetwear not streetwear sweaters, just sweaters, streetwear brand sweaters. So however you want the sweater to look, just do that, whatever makes you the most comfortable, and that's what it'll look like. So yeah, it's kind of like this is the actual piece of clothing and you can see through it. So that's what his arm would look like when if he's actually wearing it. So that helps. And if your character's wearing shorts like Finn is, if you don't want to use shorts, then you literally all you have to do is just go over it, like just like that. It's not too difficult, I don't think. And just finish this. Just like that. Okay, so if we get rid of that layer, that's what it's looking like. He's got a sweatshirt on and he's got jeans on instead of a t-shirt and shorts. So you can think of any Hypebeast brand or streetwear brand like Supreme, that's popular, Bape's popular, Off-White's popular. There's loads of different stuff you can do. Whatever Hypebeast brand you want, you can just choose. Just make sure it's actually a thing. Like, don't make like a Champion Off-White Supreme Bape collab, because that's not real, I don't think anyway, but you know what I mean. Don't take it out of proportion and don't make it super unrealistic. So if we just get like an Off-White sweatshirt, see, there's all these kind of different Off-White designs. If you just pick one, like this one, then you can just, if you have a second monitor, then you just put it on your second monitor, and if not, copy the image and put it onto your thing, so you can just see what it's like while you're doing it, and just sketch. Try and be realistic, so the lines on the sleeve are there, so the lines on the sleeve would be like here, like that. Try to be as realistic as you can. Obviously this is your first time doing it, and it won't look as good. Well, it can look good, but it's your first time doing it and it can be quite difficult, so just keep practicing with it. Just try and make sure you make it as realistic as possible. Like, you don't want the lines on the arms to be like here, because in reality the lines on the arm are in the middle of the sleeve, and this is like the back of the sleeve, if you get what I mean. Just try and be realistic with it and it'll help a lot. So this is where the photo would be. I'll show you how to do the photo as well, because if you're doing Off-White, the photo can be quite difficult to do because it's like an actual photo. So it's about there. Like that. And just do these little tape things like that. And then the text. Okay, so that's pretty much a basic sketch of what that is. So you've got a realistic design on your clothes, and you need to finish the rest of the body and maybe add like another brand, like a bag, like a Supreme bag or something, if you want to do that. So I'm just going to finish that. Okay, when it comes to the shoes, then you have to kind of... The shoes are the hardest part, basically, for me anyway. Because shoes are quite difficult because of the angles and stuff. And if you want them to look like what you're trying to get them to look like a brand of shoes, then it can be quite difficult. So what I usually try and do is type in the shoes that I want. So let's just put in high top skate Vans because they're quite nice and they're quite cool. So what you want to try and do is, let me see, can I put this on? Okay, that's close enough. What you want to try and do is find a picture of the Vans that are kind of like this angle here, and that's quite difficult to do. So if there is a picture like that, then that'll be good, because then you won't have to try and do it yourself. You can use the angle from a picture. Okay, if there isn't a picture, a reference picture that can help, just get a basic image of what shoe you want to do and just copy it like that. Just use it as a reference again, and go onto your sketch layer, this one, or wherever your sketch layer is, and try and sketch it. So this is going to be a challenge, especially for people who are new to this. So just do it to the best of your ability, and if you can't, then simply, you know, like either use the shoe that the actual character's using. So I could use just Finn's boot thing, or try and find another shoe that actually has an image that's kind of like the angle. This is going to be a challenge to do, especially it's a challenge for me, so you know, but we're going to try. It doesn't have to look exactly like it. You can try and kind of make it look like that style of shoe, kind of like I'm trying. I'm trying to kind of make it look like it's an Adventure Time shoe, but it's still a Vans shoe at the same time, if you get what I mean. So the tongue of the shoe be like here, would it? If it helps, get the image and kind of put it in the same angle, like that. Maybe that'll help, hopefully. Hopefully it helps me as well. Just like that, I guess. So that's what it'll look like. Doesn't have to replicate it, but as long as you can kind of tell what it is, then that's fine, because it's adding that brand into your picture, but it's also adding your kind of style into the picture, so it's not completely carbon copying it. So it's a good thing that it doesn't look exactly like it. This photo, we can probably get a photo that's kind of like it. So it's almost completely a side profile, just a bit angled. So if you just get one like that, wait for it to load. I don't think you need to wait, do you? No. Okay. Then put it to the side, or whatever the angle is. And again, don't completely copy it. You want to add your own style. Just do what you think it would look like. Just try and make it to what you think it would look like. Okay, so once you have your shoes, and if you flip the canvas, just press delete on your keyboard to flip it that way, and end to flip it the other way, in case you didn't know that, sorry. Once you have your shoes, the really difficult part, in my opinion, you've basically got your sketch done. As you can see, he's wearing off-white, some jeans, and Vans. So if you are finding this tutorial difficult, then it's either me doing a bad job of commentating it, or it's just because it's quite a complex thing to do in the beginning. So just keep watching the tutorial, rewatch it if you need to, if you missed something or if you're confused about something, or comment it and I'll try and reply in the comments or make another video specifically about the comments. So yeah, if you want to make like a bag design that's simple, I'll get back onto that when we're doing the line art. So I'm just going to clean up the sketch just a bit. Okay, once you've got your sketch, actually I'll just quickly sketch this in, this dollar thing, because it'll be quite cool to do that. Okay, so if you have a detailed bit in the reference photo that you want to put in, like this, then just sketch that in. So I've sketched that. It's like a $1, but it's a big $1. So once you have your sketch, I'm just going to try and center it so it looks centered in the center. Once you have your sketch and you've done all your clothing stuff, like the shoes, sweatshirt or hoodie, whatever you wish, then lower the opacity of the sketch so you can see the line art above it. I'm just going to put it on a 15, and make a line art layer, which is this layer here, new line work layer. And what I use is the curve tool, because that's what I use for line art, and 5 for the thickness of it. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin. So I use 5. I used to use 10, which looked like that, but now I use 5, which looks like that, and 5 looks a lot better in my opinion. So I use 5, and all you want to do is literally just go over your sketch. I'll speed this up so you see what it'll look like, and just be careful with the line art because this is the actual stuff that the people will be seeing, so you don't want to be like going like this, like that, because that's wonky. As you can see, you want it to be smooth like that so it looks presentable. But yeah, I'm just going to speed this up so you don't have to watch all this because it's quite time consuming, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, once you've done the line art and you're happy with it, I'm not quite happy with this bit. Wait, you can always tidy up your line art by holding down Control. If you hover over the lines when holding down Control, you can see like the points where you've clicked, and if you click it and hold it, you can tweak it and make it however you want it. So that's useful, very useful. I'm just going to leave that like that. Once you've got your line art and you aren't ready to colour in just yet, so if you have off-white like me in this picture, you want to go on your sketch layer, and this is what I do when I do off-white stuff. As you know, they have the striped lines on the sleeves, so I make a new line art layer above this one, and I just make the rectangle like I sketched, just like this, and then I do it on this side. If you're also doing off-white, then just copy what I'm doing, because this is how I do it and it helps a lot. Like that, and then just make this a bit okay. Then I merge it with this line art layer, so they're one, and I get the magic wand tool, highlight these, and make a new layer, and make it black, and Control F for fill. So now I have this, then Control C to copy, and then I just do Control Z and undo until this isn't merged anymore. So we're going back until before I merged it, and then just delete that and then paste, and you have yourself some little black lines, well, black rectangles. And you just want to hold down Control and click on that layer so it highlights that or outlines that. Then use the eraser and just erase where you think the lines would be. So on here, if we flip that, if we flip this, wait, I need to unselect that. Okay, apparently not. Like that. Just try and imagine what the lines would be like. So it'd be like that, or like that. Like that, maybe. Okay, so once you've got that down, that's just for Off-White, I guess, but it does work with other brands, like I don't know, just other brands, trust me. Can actually just sort this out. I'm just using a line art layer just to smooth that out, make that look a bit better. Okay, once you've got that, you've got all this done, all the line art and stuff, apart from obviously the white on the Vans because it's a white background. So I'm just going to do that, create a new layer, just make like a darkish looking layer, or darkish looking colour. Make a new line art layer, make it white because the Vans, this bit's white on the Vans. Put it behind this, like that. This is like the stitching, just a little white stitching on the Vans. This is probably just for Vans specifically, but this is just easy to do. Just line this up. Okay, and now you're ready to colour in. So I have a palette already of what Finn, like that's Finn's skin tone, and that's his hat, because that's the only thing that I keep. All these are different, so they'll be different colours. So select that, make sure you're on your line art layer, and I'm just gonna select his skin, or where his skin is showing. I think that's it, isn't it? Yep. And then underneath the line art layer, make a new layer. This is just going to be for where the colour is, and Control F to fill. And that's Finn's skin. Just select the white for his hat. Okay, now we've coloured him in. If you want to make the bag like a Bape camo, all you have to do is find a Bape camo, and there's many to choose from, so just pick one. Copy that bad boy, paste that bad boy, and just lower the opacity so you can actually see the lines under it. I mean over it, and just do whatever suits you. If there's like another camera that you want to use, or like another design, just do that, and hold down Control, and you can alter like the angle that it's at. Just try and match the angle that it's actually at. Just like that. Just like that. And then what you want to do is go in the line art layer, select the bag, and go back onto the Bape layer, and up here you'll see this thing. Don't know what it's meant to show, but it says invert selection, so click that and it'll invert it. And then Control X, see, stronger again, and he's got a Bape bag. So that's if you want to do the Bape bag. I don't want to do that for this, so, but if you want to do that, then that's how you do it. So let's just, actually we can just use that, can't we? Okay, and then I'm just going to make his bag black just so it suits the rest of it. And Finn's bag has like 2 shades of green, doesn't it? The lower bits of that. So let's just do that. Okay. So like that. So that's Finn's bag. So we've done Finn. I'll show you how to do the picture for the off-white in a minute. We're just going to finish this. I'll just fast forward this bit because you don't really need to know this. I'm just colouring this in. Okay, so I've coloured this in, and now you'll probably wonder how to do the picture. Let me just do this real quick. It's like OCD. It's like really annoying when I see it in the corner of my eye. Sec. It's just really annoying. I don't like it. Sorry. Once you've done this, I'm going to show you now how to get the picture from the off-white sweater. So as you can see, this picture here, I've tried to look online. There might be a place where you can get the photos, but this is how I do them. So what I do is, let's just make this guy, make it bigger. And what I do is get the snipping tool, and select. Okay, wait, I'll need to have it completely vertical. Okay, like that. Don't need the full photo, you just need, that's good enough, isn't it? So copy to clipboard, and for this you'll need Photoshop for a better result. What I do is I save this, so Control S, save as a PNG, just do testy finny, just save that like that. This isn't the final product yet, obviously. Open up Photoshop. There he is, as you can see. Once Photoshop's open, File, Open, Desktop, Testy Finny, and just copy that again and paste it. Here it is. Let's just use the pen tool and select the bits that you don't want, like this white stuff and this little pink bits. We can add that in. Make selection, delete. Okay. Then like that. Make selection, just like that. So you've got the photo here, and you want to add it on to this. So let's just make it like that, like that, and then you want to do warp, and now you can edit how it looks like, kind of. You just want to again try and make it parallel to this like wave. Just want to try and make it look as realistic as you can. Just so it looks like it's on him, kind of. You get me? Just like this. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make this a bit smaller, just like that. You just get rid of this. You don't want this. So you've just got this. Don't move that. Do not move that. You want it Control S, save it as a PNG. Just call it lol. Save it as a PNG. And go back onto Paint Tool SI. Control O for open. And there it is. Open that. Then it's here. Control A, Control C, go back onto that. Control V. So it's there. It's in the same position as where it was on Photoshop. As you can see, if we just do Control Z, there it is on Photoshop. There it is on Paint Tool SI. And then you want to select on the line out layer, select Finn's sweatshirt. Go back onto the picture, select inverse again. Control X again, and it's on him just like that. There it is. Pretty cool. You can do it on here, but you won't be able to warp it and get like the actual waves of the thing like you can Photoshop. You'll just be able to like move it and it'll be like straight. You can't actually put waves on it or like bend it and morph it. So that's that. And now we're gonna add the little pink things, which I think look pretty cool. The colour, I like the colour. So actually we're just going to put this there, just so the line doesn't look thin and ugly. Okay, make a new layer. Let's use the same colour as this, and let's try and replicate try and replicate that like that, and then the same on this side. Like that. Okay, just get rid of that, and now we can select that. Oh. And Control F, and there we go. So got the photo, and I don't really think you'll see the seeing things on it. I mean, oh, it's mirror on this one. You won't really see that, so we're just not going to do that. But just find the font that they use and just put it on. So yeah, I'm not going to do that there. So you've got it, you've got the base colours, and you've got the photo. Well, if you're doing off-white, I've shown you how to do that, so you should be able to do that. So yeah, now what we're going to do is the shading. This isn't, I've shown you how to do shading on the other video, so I'm just going to speed this up. You can watch if you want. Well, you'll have to watch because you're watching the video, but yeah, I'm just going to do the shading right now, so I'll speed it up and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, once you've got your shading done, you've got your colouring done, you've got your line art done, if you've got a picture, if it's like off-white or something, then you've got that done. And that is pretty much it, as you can see. If you want to know how to shade and stuff, that is kind of briefly on my other video. And yeah, we've pretty much made some Hypebeast art. He's wearing streetwear and he's looking pretty cool. So yeah, that is how I make it. I hope you enjoyed, I hope this helps. If you do make any art, upload it to Instagram and tag me in it and I'll see it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram. It's in the description maybe, or it's right here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If it helped, like the video and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.